La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, lazy Levesque. The booking is poop. Paul Levesque, or maybe lazy Levesque will be more suited this time. Man, you're just coming off one of the worst Raw on Netflixes in the past 2025. You would think that will be a good time to book the AJ Styles versus John Cena. You would think that will be a good time to build some storyline, but nope. Lazy Levesque strikes again, and he books it on, out of all places, X. Man, whatever happened to the guy, Mr. Long-term booking? Whatever happened to that? Recently, it seems like this is treadmill booking because it's a lot of moving that's going nowhere. This all started from a tweet from John Cena, hashtag Cena vs. Styles. There was a lot of good responses in the comments. Then he tweeted from there, I do not choose my opponents, but I, even though through tough times, always listen to the fans. AJ Styles, are you listening? Better yet, Triple H, are you listening? Once the match was confirmed, he says, I want to thank Triple H for being flexible here and rewarding the true driving force behind Cena vs. Styles, the fans. 2 posts, over 10 million views, and so many of you let yourselves be heard. Crown Fools, Perth. AJ Styles, you will get my everything. Listening to our audience is always the best for business. I am forever grateful for you all for choosing management or whatever. All right, enough of the glazing, John Cena. You want us to thank Triple H? Well, here you go. Thank you, Triple H, for booking the worst heel turn of all time, completely ruining John Cena's last year in the WWE. Thank you, Triple H, for having the tickets go sky high, pricing the families out, so we can't even go to WWE events anymore unless you make 6 figures a year. Thank you, Triple H, for taking a product that I love so much and putting it straight in the trash. Thank you, Triple H. Thanks for nothing. Now, AJ Styles versus John Cena is causing a lot of conversation online, and the main conversation is, does WWE really think AJ Styles versus John Cena at Crown Fools is gonna help TKO get out of $3 billion of look at lazy Levesque. Put the chips down, wake up, and do your job. Does WWE really think AJ Styles versus John Cena at Crown Fools is gonna help TKO get out of $3 billion of it ain't gonna help him get out of the $3 billion of This ad is brought to you by Paul Levesque. Shout out to everybody who hit me up, tapped in, got their early Paul Levesque t-shirts, but now we got the website, BobbyMonsoon.com. You can hit the website up, get your t-shirt, but act fast. It's a limited stock only. BobbyMonsoon.com. I salute the fans for the support. Thank you. Speaking of high ticket prices, shout out PWL Insider. Look at these prices for a single night for WrestleMania next year, dog. This makes no sense. I couldn't believe it, so I went on Ticketmaster myself, and I seen $597 for a nosebleed seat. And after taxes and all, it comes out to about $639. Now, the best thing is it comes with a disclaimer. They do give you a box of tissue because you gotta sit there and watch WrestleMania 42, something like this. That's how bad the nosebleed seats are. You can't even watch the event. And if you wonder what them seats look like, they look something like this. WrestleMania 42, I'm sure will have a beautiful Vegas stage set, but unfortunately for you, you'll only be able to see the back of it. Not only that, you have no idea what WWE star is coming out. I'm sure that person don't know if it's Dominic Mysterio or Rey Mysterio. The Wi-Fi is crap, so you can't even watch it on your phone. Don't have you get hungry and want a hot dog. That'll be $22. Nachos, $30. Man, I promise, the last WWE event, my voice got parched, and I promise you, I literally went in the bathroom and drank from the faucet! Cause the commission stand, the prices are outrageous. Oh, and I forgot one more thing, we should be getting on our knees and glazing, thanking Paul Levesque that he gave us the opportunity to witness Stephanie McMahon, his wife, being inducted in the Hall of Fame, something I'm pretty sure she didn't even want. And this made me do a little research. What was the last 10 people to go into the Hall of Fame? I'm talking about the 10 people that, because you know they usually have one person that's the top of the line, that's the headline. Don't get me wrong, Stephanie McMahon has been a pioneer. Stephanie McMahon deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Stephanie McMahon is one of the most integral parts of WWE when we're talking about character, when we're talking about executives. But man, to be like, can y'all not think of anyone else to be the highlight of a Hall of Fame? I'm gonna name the last 10 people of the last decade that got inducted to the Hall of Fame that was actually the top person in the Hall of Fame. You got Randy Savage 2015, 2016 Sting, 17 Kurt Angle, 18 Goldberg, 19 DX, 2021 NWO, 2022 Undertaker, 23 Rey Mysterio, 24 Paul Heyman, 25 Triple H again, 2026 Stephanie McMahon, and 2027 it's your boy Bobby Monsoon. Now for my AEW people, we got some unfortunate news, man. Buddy Matthews, a dude who, he just was getting his momentum, as a single competitor in AEW, rolled his ankle. He's been trying to recover, but it hasn't been too good for him. He goes on IG and says, I'm not that guy on social media that portrays the perfect life without down periods. The last 8 weeks have been extremely hard since my ankle surgery, and to this day, I still can't feel my toes with chronic pain, but we push forward. We make the best for what we have. Life isn't always full of rainbows and butterflies. Be your own self-motivation hero. So man, I really hope Buddy Matthews has a speedy recovery, man. This dude is a great worker. It's some unfortunate news. He rolled his ankle, he had surgery, he can't feel his toes, chronic pain. Man, prayers up for Buddy Matthews and a speedy recovery. Now with some other unfortunate news in AEW, people calling me about Adam Copeland. They saying, Bobby Monsoon, is it real or not? There was a segment on Dynamite. Adam Copeland, he shook Christian Cage's hand. He was like, man, I don't know if I could do it anymore, man. Man, they spiked Power Driver, Beth Phoenix. And man, I'm just distraught. This is ruining my family. FTR is ruining my family. He's like, no, but yo, he was just expressing his frustration with Christian Cage, and he said, man, I'm done, bro. I gotta leave, man. Christian Cage basically said, cool, I don't even got a family. I fell out with my family, so cool. Now, this is the thing why people are concerned. People would have looked at it as a storyline, because I did on AEW, but man, people are saying that Adam Copeland contract is actually up in October. If that's true, would he be leaving AEW? Do you want to see Adam Copeland back in the WWE as Edge? And I'm gonna tell you, I don't! I don't want to see that shit. I want to see Adam Copeland far away from WWE. I honestly will probably rather see him retired than going under Paul Levesque and the creative crap circus. Oh my, whatever you want to call it. Now, when I seen this AEW Dynamite card, I'm not gonna lie, I was about to come on here and snap on Tony Khan. He's fresh off of All Out, a great show, man. I just wanted to see a great Dynamite. I was confused. Adam Page versus who? Lee Moriarty or whatever his name is, man. But man, I was about to snap, but They kind of put it together kind of cool, man. They had a cool video package. They explained who he was. They explained he was from Pittsburgh. I never heard of dude. Lee Moriarty, he was dominating the match for the most part. Then out of nowhere, clothesline, dead eye, 1, 2, 3. It didn't even take a buckshot or nothing. I don't know. I kind of felt like that might have buried him a little bit, but that doesn't matter. We knew he was going to lose, but the point was to highlight this dude as a talent. I can't complain, honestly. I'd rather take Hangman Adam Page and Lee Moriarty over the Raw on Netflix main event, which was Rhea Ripley and Asuka. On top of that, you got MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm telling you, and I say it all the time when I talk about AEW, this is my top star. AEW, WWE, TNA, NWA, GCW, it don't matter. I don't think there's one person walking on 2 feet, strapping up wrestling boots that's anywhere close to MJF right in this present moment. He comes out after the match, after embarrassing loss to Mark Briscoe. He gets on the steps full of attacks. He cuts one of the best promos I ever heard. He tells people, yo, man, I done lost myself, man. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to find myself. I'm finding the old. He said it's not even going to be the old MJF. It's going to be the new one. He pulled out a tack. He started chewing it. Yo, when MJF comes back, I guarantee we're going to see one of the greatest runs of all time. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. And the first thing I want him to do is take the title from Hangman, sit on the top of the mountain, and show AEW, show professional wrestling what a real champion looks like. I don't care what nobody say. I want to see MJF weekly on Dynamite, no excuses. MJF should be on the top of the card, the top storyline, no excuses. When you have a MJF, when you have Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Stone Cold Steve Austin, they come once in a lifetime. When you have stars like this, you have to have them on weekly television. They have to be the top storyline. I don't care what nobody says. Me and AEW fans, we got a love-hate relationship, dog. And they could complain about me saying this. I don't give a shit. MJF should be on Dynamite every week, and he should be the top storyline on Dynamite every week, and it shouldn't be one single excuse. Also, Tony Khan says he had a big announcement, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. When Triple H said he has his big surprises at WrestlePalooza, and we got let down, I didn't want to hear anyone from a wrestling company with any more surprises. But Tony Khan, it delivered a little bit for me. At least I'm interested. Okay, AEW Women's Tag Team titles. How are we going to book this? Tony Khan, let me tell you something, sir. And the AEW police could come in the chat right now. Mercedes Moné better not take a sniff of the AEW Women's Championship. I don't care who she tags with. I don't care what the storyline is. She better stay far, 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 far away from the titles. Now, I see some people online complaining about how Jurassic Express wasn't on AEW Dynamite, but it seems like they're saving a lot of things for next week. The 6-year anniversary of AEW, and man, I think this show is going to be a packed show. I'm expecting a damn near PPV level show on AEW's 6-year anniversary. Kyle Fletcher, you know your boy Bobby Monsoon is in a Don Callis family. You got my man Kyle Fletcher going one-on-one versus Hologram. Hologram has been very underrated, man. This dude is on an undefeated streak. You're going to have a title versus streak match. This will be very interesting, man. Kyle Fletcher is going to look to put on a banger after his banger with Hangman Adam Page at All Out. Now, this might be a little bit predictable, too. We know there's not a fucking chance in hell Hologram is going over Kyle Fletcher next week, but one thing we can guarantee is we're gonna get a nice match, and this has a little bit of storyline too. It was random, but still, man, Hologram is like, he has an undefeated streak. If he loses, his streak is broken. Also, you got the return of freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, man. I just wish they did this better. I feel like it was a little botchy. You know, you got my leader, my man, Don Callis, man. He goes to reveal the painting, and it's like, it seems like they had the lighting a little bit off. Orange Cassidy comes out, man, and if I would have booked that, I would have booked that a little bit different. I would have actually had the painting, you know, be shown. So Don Callis, he reveals the paint. I would have had the paint to be shown. Then Orange Cassidy rips through the paint and the music come on. Yo, dog, that shit would have been fire, man. Now at the end, Chris Statlander, after successfully defending the AEW Women's Championship match, everybody thought she was gonna join the Death Riders, man. People were booing and all. She winds up clothesline and Wheeler Yuter. Man, the place went off, man. Seriously, Chris Statlander joining the Death Riders. I'm not gonna lie, I was about to snap about that too. I wouldn't have gave a shit about Chris Statlander joining the Death Riders. I don't think anyone else needs to join right now. They got Danny Garcia. Let Danny Garcia build with the Death Riders. Don't turn this into the NWO back in the day. Y'all remember when it was 100 members in the NWO? Then they had the Wolf Pack, and then they went out of business. We don't need a repeat of that. Let's keep the Death Riders where they're at, man. Out of nowhere, Darby Allin comes out with the flamethrower. He said, man, I ain't never gonna quit. You know, matter of fact, Wrestle Dream, I quit match. I like this Moxley and Darby Allin situation, man. Moxley just keep beating Darby Allin ass. But one thing I can say, though, is, dog, Moxley just got put on fire, bro. I feel like they should have had a backstage thing where Moxley showing his burns. They could have put makeup and stuff on him. Or Moxley just say something about just getting put on fire. Right at All Out, man. I don't like how they just went past that like it didn't happen, man. Or maybe this. Maybe instead of an I quit, maybe they should have changed it to a flamethrower match. Remember the Inferno match with Undertaker and Kane? Maybe should have changed it to that. I don't know. But they got an I quit match. You know Darby Allin's going to get his ass beat bad, dog. I got him losing. It's not even going to be close, man. John Moxley might end that man's career at Wrestle Dream. I can't wait to see that, man. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. What do you think about Stephanie McMahon being inducted in the Hall of Fame and the last 10 people that highlighted the Hall of Fame? Do you think she deserved that spot? Also, what do you think about John Cena and AJ Styles? Lazy Levesque sitting up here being lazy, eating chips, playing PS5 when he should be working, booking a show for the fans. What do you think about AEW Wrestle Dream 6-year anniversary next week? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye!